Good morning. Yes, it's 5 a.m. where I am. I've already been up 2 hours and spent an hour in the gym exercising. Just so that you know, there's a little bit of feedback for you. Of course, I did go to bed. I was probably asleep by 9 o'clock, so I probably got about 6 hours of sleep, roughly. Anyway, the title for this message is another question. Will I ever see the changes I've long envisioned? Since childhood, I have felt my calling, my purpose in life, is to help bring the kingdom of heaven to earth. Those who have listened to me for a long time know that. Lately, there are many, in fact, nearly everyone I know personally. People are trying to discourage me by saying it is a slow process and will not happen in my lifetime. Still, and especially as I reread the Anastasia books, I'm not buying that, at least not completely. Yes, for many people it will take time. But if the cabal can be stopped, which it must, things can proceed much more quickly. That is what some are saying is happening. Indeed, I have a friend up in the Carolinas who sends me messages from Mike Quincy and others, many others. He sent me probably 5 different messages yesterday on email. I should have opened email, but I didn't. All of them speaking of the rapid pace of change that's going on right now in the world. And I do believe that even though it may not be making headline news, that there is indeed a lot of change happening. The change is happening internally, especially. I think that many people are beginning to wake up. Even people that were, quote, on the dark side are starting to see the light. And just take, for example, okay, that came to mind, I may as well bring it up. The ambassador is one of the elite, as he claims. And he, when he spent 2 years in prison, in a feud with another member of the elite, he had a spiritual awakening. Now that's what he's been telling me since I've known him. And to a large extent, I believe what he's, I don't disbelieve what he's saying. But just think of the distance someone in the elite has to go to wake up compared to someone that's been on the other side of the coin, as it were. It seems to me like it would be a much greater challenge. But it happens. It happens because nothing is impossible with God. And I do believe that God has a timetable. God has allowed humanity freedom for a certain period of time. And my sense is that that time is coming to an end. As I said, I've sensed this stuff since I was a boy. I've been communicating it since I started speaking. I had my first sermon, if you will, at age 13 in the largest Assembly of God church in the United States, or in the state of Florida. I don't know about the United States, in the state of Florida. And all of my life, as I said, I've expected to see the kingdom of heaven manifested, not just in individual lives here and there, but manifested as a world system, even if it's a budding world system that liberates humanity from the slavery of the lies of the cabal, of the dark forces, of the jinn, of the people that have, the people and the beings that have fostered darkness and fostered untruth. It's been part of the process of awakening, I guess, except why did it have to go on so long? I don't figure that out. Of course, with the Creator, time is irrelevant. It's not irrelevant for you and for me who live in a finite life period. We are born, and eventually we're going to die. Uh, will that ever change? I don't know. Probably not, but I don't know. But I do know that the way the world has been is not the way people that are waking up want to continue to see. And it amazes me how some people still seem to be measuring everything by the old paradigm. I've said that in other videos. I'll probably say it in additional videos in the future, because most people don't understand that the changes really begin with a change of heart, which leads to a change of mind, which leads to a change of action. Okay, it begins in the heart. The heart is the strongest of all the organs in the body. The heart is where consciousness actually is. Consciousness isn't in the mind. When it's only in the mind, you have what the cabal has produced. A bunch of people feuding over who's right. That's not what it's about. It's about, are you alive? Who are you? Where is your essence? What is your essence? Where did you come from? Where are you going? Define yourself. Define yourself. If you define yourself with limitations, guess what you're going to experience? Limitations. I like to define myself with an open perspective that everything is possible. They would not have operated on me if I had thought I was going to die. Again, my heart was not in good condition, and so they had to rebuild my heart. Why do you think I go to the gym every day now for going on, it's what, seven weeks maybe, that I've been going to the gym every day, except Sunday? Why do you think I continue to increase the weights and put myself under more physical strain when I could just stay where I was at and do it easily? Just keep doing 30 pounds on everything instead of 115 pounds on my legs. I'm increasing all the weights that I can, higher than what I started out as. Nothing is the same as it was when I first began the exercise. Why? Because I'm building my body back, because I allowed it to deteriorate, because I allowed it to be, I allowed my muscles to weaken even before the stroke, even before the surgery. I allowed that to happen to myself. And I live to see the changes happen. Lots of things are changing that we don't see, that don't make headline news in the Western world. And they're probably not going to make news in the Western world till enough people in the Western world get removed and taken out of the picture. Either taken out of the picture or else change of hearts for people like Obama, for example. Some people still say that he's going to be someone that brings in some light. It's not been obvious to me yet, but who knows? Let's not rule anything out, folks. Let's allow ourselves to keep an open mind, and especially an open heart, especially to love ourselves, to love one another, to love Creator as best we know how, and develop a relationship with the Creator. Talk to Him, not saying prayers that you've learned by rote, but by actually speaking from your heart and letting God know how you really feel. I think that's important to bring the changes about that many of us envision, not just me. And I do thank you for giving me 10 minutes of your time every day, and namaste.